Oh, Jesus. What do we want, people?
We feel we have nothing to lose. So we offer you, well, we offer our lives. What do you bring to the table? One watching every nigga watching me closely. My shit is butter for the bread, they wanna toast me. I keep my head.
This is your man, one half of the brand A for the 24 Karat Black YouTube channel. This is an impromptu video. Me and KO, we spoke briefly. But, thought that it was very important that, we shine our perspective on the whole NFL JayZ thing. I mean, us being, of the culture, we feel, that it's something that we should speak about. Me, frankly, I'm really disgusted, with my people. We kind of really just show our true colors, if you will. I mean, it's almost Willie Lynch-esque to me. When we jump out of the window and kind of just, start throwing rocks and reposting things and creating narratives, when we don't have all of the information. When this first broke, it was a clip that came out, and we were just running with it and reposting it, and most people were just really negative about it. We got to find out what we want here. In reality, we are still the minority. And figuratively speaking, we're still on a plantation, if you will, meaning we don't own anything really. We're giving all of our money to these organizations, empowering these organizations, working for these organizations, even all the way up to the NFL, NBA. I mean, we're working for and we're living through someone else's dream. And it is, we do have, a small percentage of us who own things. But the true colors really come out when you see individuals like JayZ, getting a seat at the table of a huge organization that, by the way, was not created for people of color to begin with. NFL, NBA, we know we had to fight our way into these professional leagues and to be accepted. So here we are with a entrepreneur, rapper, author, just the Renaissance man that JayZ is, and then this huge organization, the NFL. It's a business transaction at the end of the day. That's what we have to understand. They're both in there giving and taking something. We know that, because they're about their money, and we know that that may not be the number one thing on JayZ's mind. I don't think he's doing this for money per se. I mean, he's going to make money. That's a given. But I think that his intentions is to make a great impression and advance our people within the realm of, the NFL sports arena and all the people who follow and watch. I don't know how much stock you guys have in this whole thing, but again, this is a entrepreneur, this is one black man, and this is a organization, NFL. It's football, it's American football. Those two entities, that person, Rock Nation and the NFL, they're not going to end police brutality. I hate to burst your bubble, but they're not going to end what's going on. They're going to bring an eye to it, but we still have to live out this whole thing and see what becomes of it. But it really disgusts me that our people immediately jump to, it's almost like hate. If you immediately repost negative narratives, you form your own negative opinions, you have things to say, and you don't have all of the conclusions, then I would ask you to take a look at yourself and ask, why are you, especially people of color, why are you spreading a narrative that we don't have the full story on, of course, and why does it have to be so negative, and why are we so quick to kind of write off JayZ for the individuals who are, not necessarily writing them off completely, but spreading these negative JayZ has a seat at the table. This is what we need. We're in America, okay? We're not going to overthrow the government, okay? We are the minority. We have to play the sucker to catch a sucker, okay? If you guys have not read the 48 Laws of Power, read the 48 Laws of Power. I mean, it's strategy here. I mean, from a person that comes from a certain, upbringing and seeing certain things, I can identify with JayZ's, with who he is and the people that hang around him and the people that trusts him and the things that he said and things that he's done. He has a track record here. No man is perfect, and you don't take one thing and you don't build a truth off of about a person off of one thing. We don't even know really what's going on. Like, we don't even know. We don't have the full picture. I mean, the video is up now on YouTube. I'm going to add that link below. I want you guys to take time to go through it. Look at it for yourself. It's a business transaction. At the end of the day, it's not going to end the police brutality in America. It's going to shine light on it, and I believe that JayZ has great intentions behind it. I also believe that JayZ is going to include Colin Kaepernick at some point. Colin Kaepernick is going to become a part of this. That's just my belief. And shout out to Tata too, man. If you look at the video, look at Tata. Tata is, has been JayZ's right hand man from the beginning, but he's in the back, man. And I study body language, and he's sitting back there, and he's not really laughing at nothing. He has his legs crossed, very professional, and that says to me that they mean business. The Rock Nation was behind JayZ, and they mean business. And I feel that JayZ, there was a moment where Roger Goodell grabbed JayZ and he kind of jerked his arm away a little bit. That said a lot to me. JayZ he has not come to play. So we need to stop that crab in the barrel mentality. Okay, our brother has got a seat at the table. Okay, we're supposed to be a black family. As a black family, whether right or wrong, we go to war together. Okay, if somebody in my family go out and do some dumb stuff, I'm not saying that JayZ is doing some dumb stuff, but for the people who believe that it's dumb stuff, if somebody in my family goes out and do some dumb shit, they come back home and tell me, I'm not going to curse them out, talk trash, talk down, scold them in the public eye. I'm going to do it behind closed doors. And when we go out, we go to war together. Okay, that's what's wrong with our people. Like, we are divided. Okay, they've mastered the whole Willie Lynch thing, man. Like, they're dividing and conquering us. We're looking at a man that has a seat at the table of a really huge organization. It's NFL season, and it's going to be a lot of attention on this. Okay, we as a people need to stand behind JayZ. We as a people need to ask, what have we done, or what can we do to augment this effort? Okay, why do we have to sit back? And many of us sit back and we judge and we talk about, this man, and we are not doing things to positively influence and impact our culture and our community and our family, for that matter. And we sit back and we're throwing stones. It's a lot of people, Jay. I hope JayZ, I hope Rock Nation, I hope all of those individuals are taking names, because the people that are jumping on the bandwagon of hate, those people need to be called out if and when the positive comes out. Okay, I can't foresee the future. I just believe that JayZ has great intentions, and it really bothers me because again, this is an organization that was never designed for us. I always feel a way of seeing my brothers running up and down the field, sacrificing their minds, sacrificing their bodies, just to entertain a sea of people who spend all this money, okay, just to see them perform. And most of the people don't even look like us. They don't even look like us. And they could give a damn about what happens to us outside of that stadium, or what happens. What they can give a damn about what happens to our people, our community outside of that stadium. As long as when it's time for us to perform and sacrifice our body for their entertainment, that we show up, and that bothers me to the core. Just to see how they don't give us a lot of opportunities to lead and coach or quarterback or whatever the case may be. They want to stand on, it just the whole picture looks wrong to me. So, that organization, again, it wasn't designed for us, and I already feel a way about having our people on the field. It goes back to when we perform for dinner time in the plantations. I hate to harken back to slavery, but a lot of things, if you understand your past, you can kind of see certain trends and patterns. But again, I feel like as a people, we need to give it some time. It may take a year or so, but we do not know what JayZ has planned in Rock Nation, what they have planned. But what I do know is, and I'm very confident that it'll be something that's positive. What I just want to say is to my people, I believe, and me and KL, we kind of touched on this. You got to be careful when those memes and stuff start going out, because I really don't know what the source of this stuff is and who's behind it. We have to remember that we have to always move as a family. We always have to move as a unit. No matter what, it was like with Kanye. Our brother is sick, obviously. He's dealing with some things mentally. We don't have to dog him out. We like I said, if you have a sick family member, somebody who's doing some dumb stuff, you bring him in the house and you scold him behind closed doors, and y'all go out into the public and y'all move like a unit and in an orderly fashion, okay? And you try to fix that and you try to ride with them, but my mother always told me, I'm going to ride with you, whether it's good or bad. I'm going to ride with you, and that's what family is supposed to do. And in this case, as a people, we are a family, and that's one of the things that we lack, and that's one of the things that shows up when, and it's very apparent when these things start to happen. We have a country divided. We have colors divided. We have things that separate us. We even have racism amongst our own race, and light skin versus dark skin, and it's just horrible. But we're not gonna get anywhere if we don't learn how to move like a unit. And JayZ, hats off, because as a person that knows how it feels to have to go into a room full of people that don't look like you, don't understand how you were brought up, but you have to still sell yourself to this room. I understand how much pressure that is. I've done it over, and I continuously do it to this day. And it's not an easy feat. And that brother sit there very poised, very confident, and he was very open and honest. And of course, he can't tell everything, but again, if you came from a certain environment, you know that he's trying to do us right. He's trying to do us right. He needs our help. And what that means is, what can we do to help make this effort that much more effective? Let's stop throwing these rocks, man. Let's stop throwing these rocks, people. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got a seat at the table. Okay, in order for the tables to turn, we got to first get a seat at the table. And that's how it's going to work for everything. Let this be an example. It's all great and it's all well to study our history. It's all great and it's all well to come together as a people and build our communities and study Black history and learn about things that, can help us, grow and help us get out of the mental slavery that we're in and, solve problems. But here's the thing. It's a part of me that feels like that's exactly what they want us to do. They want to keep us in this bubble where we're just trying to figure out the problems and we're running around like chicken with our heads cut off. And it's a distraction because As long as we're over here, we can't infiltrate or understand or figure out the system that they're creating. We have to also be able to get all up in their business, read the books, learn the systems, learn the people, get a seat at the table to open up conversation, learn to play the sucker to catch a sucker. We have scholars, we have very educated, capable people, just like JayZ, that can get in these systems and affect change. I may be talking too much, but we're not going to win, okay? In my opinion, we're not going to win being in this bubble. We're going to win being able to infiltrate the system, not just physically, though we still continue. We need to protest. We need to bring awareness, but we also have to learn how to infiltrate the system intellectually. Okay? It's an intellectual effort. It's intellectual warfare, psychological warfare. At the end of the day, we have to work together, people. I don't understand why we don't see this. And social media is controlling the narrative for us as a people. We're so impressionable. Like, they know they can throw a meme out, they can start a rumor, they can start this, they can start a narrative, and we're going to run with it. It's like poison. It's like bait, and we run with it. We repost it, and it spreads like wildfire. All these negative things that we're saying, and I just challenge you guys, man. Just sit back. Mark my word. Come back to this video a year from now. Come back to this video a few months from now. This conversation, this perspective, our understanding of what's going on is going to be totally different, and we're going to have great appreciation for it, you know. But I challenge you, do something. 24 Karat Black is a cultural movement. It's not just a clothing line. It's not just a YouTube channel. You know, we do charity. We do mentoring. We give back. We do a lot of different things. I challenge you, do something in your community, okay? Do something. Figure out how you could be a part of this whole movement. Stay tuned to what becomes of this, what type of organizations, opportunities come about in your community, in your area, in relations to this NFL, JayZ, Rock Nation movement. What can you do to help augment this effort instead of judging? And again, my people, at the end of the day, it's just fucking football. Okay? This is a season, however many months this is going to go on, and then it's done for the most part. But there's a lot of eyes, there's a lot of energy, and a lot of attention for those months is going to be on. And it's not going to change the stuff that's going on all over America. Okay? I'm sorry to inform you, but I don't know how much energy you're putting into this, how much anger you're getting out of this, but you're wasting a lot of it, because this is just a piece of the movement. You understand? It's going to take an army of us, an army of our people, a family of our people, unified to change. It's not going to just be the NFL and JayZ or Rock Nation. Sorry to burst your bubble, okay? But, and if you really are sick by this, or if you're really mad at JayZ, or if you're really mad at what's going on, just turn off the fucking TV, man.
Man, that shit pissed me off, man.
Turn the TV, don't watch the NFL, and don't listen to JayZ if that's how you feel. Okay? It's that simple. But we're so controlled by social media and the things that are going on, and television, and things that people are saying. We've forgotten how to think for ourselves, form our own opinions, and move accordingly. Okay? It's never that serious. But I do appreciate I personally appreciate what Rock Nation has done. They've forced their way into a conversation that will help shape and bring about change in a organization that was started by white people, for white people. We eventually dominated, from a physical aspect, but now there's an interesting turn of events where we have someone like a JayZ that is a huge influencer in our culture seated and working with the head of the NFL. So again, my people, calm down, okay, pump your brakes, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is just, this is something that has been on my mind and on my heart, and I just wanted to just, say something to you guys because, at the end of the day, we gotta stop being, these crabs in a bucket, man. It's fucking sad and it's fucking embarrassing to have our people, as soon as we see someone make it to a certain level and we don't understand the whole picture or what's going on, we form these negative opinions, and we understand that negativity spreads faster than positive news. But Jesus Christ, we can't fall for it every time, you guys. We cannot fall for it every time. Remember, at the end of the day, we are family, okay? Black people, we have to move like a family. We have to educate ourselves. We have to learn their systems. We have to we don't always have to play the enemy, and we don't always have to play the victim. Understand? In order to win here, we're going to have to learn their systems, get a seat at the table. Again, this is the plantation, figuratively speaking. The higher you get up, the wider the mountain gets, okay? And at the bottom here, it's no longer the fields of cotton, but at the bottom of these organizations, on the field level, it's black and brown people. If you don't see the resemblance, okay, of a slave type of organized effort, we're still working ourselves to the bone. We're still working and striving for crumbs. We're still working at building their dreams. We're still working in their fields to help build their organization as they oversee us. You understand? And we're still fighting, and we're still, no matter if you're, a rapper making millions of dollars, at the end of the day, it's still about whips and chains. Psychologically, subconsciously, we're still enslaved in a lot of ways. And again, we're quick to pull our people down. Okay? You gotta open your third eye, man. It's deeper. It's deeper than what we can even imagine. But again, it starts with having a seat at the table. It starts with helping to change the narrative. It starts with unifying. It starts with doing something to help insert black greatness and black power into this society, into this culture, okay? Into this America, okay? That's how it starts. You understand? Like, we have to work together. So, I don't want to keep rambling on and on. I have a lot to say, and I'm still watching this unfold. You got to understand that we're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through this together. I don't have all the answers. JayZ don't have all the answers. KL doesn't have all the answers. Colin Kaepernick doesn't have all the answers. But together, as a family, as a unit, we are the solution. We have enough answers. We have the right questions to start building, okay, together. But if we're separated, none of that comes together. None of that connects. Let's stop pointing the finger at JayZ, man. Let's stop holding the spotlight and the magnifying glass on JayZ. Let's look at the NFL, okay? Let's watch this guy, okay? Because I don't believe that everything that he's saying is honest and true. I think he's trying to deflect all of the attention away from the NFL and put it back into the communities, as he says. Like, he's trying to paint a picture like, okay, we get it. Okay, we've done the protesting. Let's get it away from the NFL. Let's get it out into the communities. Let's focus on the communities. This is what the people want. They want the communities to be able to solve problems. This is something that they've already been working on. It's all a bunch of BS. I think he's a good spin doctor, He understands how to swim through these tough questions, and of course, but watch that guy. We stand behind JayZ. 24 Karat Black, we stand behind JayZ. We're going to rock with JayZ because, you know, he's held us down as a people with his talents for decades. And now that he's evolved into a brilliant businessman, and he's able to take that power and connect with big organizations, no matter who you feel like he stepped over or what have you, it's not ill. It's no ill intention there. It's no ill intention there. It's chess. Sometimes you have to put your strongest warriors out the battle, your most powerful warriors out the battle, but you're still in the army together. That's how it works. You're still in this army together. It's still in a war together. Okay, we're still fighting together. Okay, you gotta understand that. So at the end of the day, man, remember, it's deeper than fabric. It's deeper than what you understand. Open your third eye. You know, let's move together as a unit. And Lucky, come here. No. And remember that, you know, let's just keep our heads up, man. And let's stand with Rock Nation. Let's stand with Jay. And you know, if you're gonna be mad at Jay, you might as well be mad at every other NFL player who's in a contractual agreement with the NFL who hasn't kneeled, okay? Who's still out there playing and acting, and they're turning their head and not paying. You also need to be mad at them, okay? And, you know, so you can't stop at JayZ. We just need to hold everybody accountable if it's going to be like that, you know. But I just encourage everybody to just, again, let's operate like a family. Let's stick behind JayZ. This is a unique situation that he's in. It's a very empowering situation, and he's capable of possibly, you know, making a huge impact on the culture as we know it. So just stay woke, stay golden. You know, man. Before I go, man, I want you guys to share this video. I want you guys to like. I want you to comment. Say whatever you want to say, man. I got thick skin, man. Just say whatever you want to say. You know, comment, like, subscribe. Put on the post notifications. Thank you for watching. We love you, family. Stay golden. It's always deeper than fabric. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Can I live? My mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Dual level like duplexes. In unity, my crew and me commit atrocities like